Hi, and welcome back to Practice With Me for Flute. I'm your teacher, Risa, and today we're working in the Rubank Intermediate method. Okay, we're looking at page 23, looking at the E-flat major studies. Good news is this key is not particularly overhard. We're comfortable with B-flat and E-flat, and all we're doing is adding A-flat. Not too difficult. So let's go ahead and just jump right in to our E major chord. Okay, this is very much just like the arpeggios. You're going to want to get comfortable with these patterns. They're used a lot. So we know we're in the key of E flat major. Tell me about our time signature. We're in 2-4. Good news is bottom number's 4, so it's just 1, 2. All right, there's a lot of articulation happening in this exercise too, so be mindful of that. Let's go ahead and give this a try, nice and slow. Ready? 1, 2, 1, 2. Excellent job. So for wherever we do have the slurs, it is one and I find it helpful if we vibrato those two notes because it kind of forces us to play them out longer and more together. So this time, make sure you really pay attention to your articulations. Let's go ahead and speed it up a little bit more. Ready? 1, 2, 1, 2. Excellent job. Let's look at some areas that might be a little bit more challenging. So top line, measure 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Going from D to F, that's kind of tricky there, and with it being slurred. So make sure that your air is nice and consistent, okay? And make sure you're making those adjustments that you need to, okay? If you need to take time just to do, and make sure it's clear. Like that transition wasn't clear that time for me. But you can always start, if you're really struggling with it, start with tonguing it. Because that gives you enough time to make those adjustments you need to with your airspeed, keeping everything in control. And then once that starts feeling comfortable, now take away the tongue. And it might be a little messy, kind of like how that one was, where you have a little da-da, da-da. Okay, then you're just kind of cleaning it up. So just take a little time with just those two notes to really nail that transition. Okay, another area that is pretty big for folks looking at line 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, going from that high E flat to that G. Okay, a lot of people struggle with that one because you're thinking E flat and you end up just taking this hand off, forgetting the pinky and the thumb. Or yeah, some forget the thumb, but you want to make sure, don't forget to take that pinky off too. There's a lot, and it takes a lot of coordination between these two even. So treat it the same way as we would with that D to F. Just transition them, E flat to G, tonguing in between. And then start speeding it up. And then start taking the tongue out. That one takes a little bit more control. As you heard, not all of mine were in control in that fast run there. But just make sure you take time with just E flat to G. That's kind of a difficult one there. All right, let's do this one last time, a little bit faster. Ready? 1, 2, 1, 2. Excellent job. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at the E flat major scale. Okay, it's not exactly the E flat major scale, but the pattern is of E flat major scale. Take a look at our articulations. We do have some slurred measures and some staccato measures. Okay, so let's make sure we follow that. Let's go ahead and we'll give this a try, nice and slow. We are in 3/4 time now though. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. Excellent job. That tricky area may be just hitting that high A flat. We've played it before. It just takes some confidence. Make sure you have that air really coming out nice and strong. All right, let's go ahead and speed that up. I don't think there's any other transitions that might be tricky. If there is, let me know in the comments. All right, a little bit faster. 1, 2, 3, 4. Excellent job. Let's go ahead and do it one more time, a little bit faster. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Excellent job. All right, let's take a look at technical etude. Okay, still in the key of E flat major, still in 3/4, and a little bit of a moderate pace. I know it looks a little scary with all the 16th notes, okay, but this is where it really helped knowing our patterns. All right, so let's go ahead. Let's give this a try. We'll take it nice and slow. We'll speed it up. 1, 2, 3. Excellent job. So we already know where that tricky part is. And it's a spot I even need to practice too. It's right where we have that E flat to G last measure. And it's even harder because this here is faster. Okay, that's going to take some time and a little bit of practice, especially if we haven't practiced that transition until today. That might be a little challenging, okay? This one is also going to be a good one to practice with the metronome to make sure that our tempos are remaining the same, that we're not speeding up. I have a tendency to speed up without the metronome, so let's actually use the metronome this time. Let's actually do that at 70. 1, 2, 3. All right, excellent job. All right, I'm not gonna torture us with that one, but make sure you take some time to practice that one. All right, next let's take a look at Gavotte, okay? Now we're moving on to common time, still a moderate pace. We have, once again, a good hunk of staccatos and legatos. So pay attention to articulations. Let's practice this one first with the metronome, okay? It's a little challenging with those eighth notes and then staccato to quarter notes. Okay, so let's take this to, let's do 65. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Excellent job. I just wanted us to use the metronome there. It's a little difficult switching from the going to 16th notes to 8th notes. Sometimes it takes a little while for the brain to click in, but the metronome really helps. All right, so this time, let's do it without the metronome. Your trouble area might be that G to D. So if you are struggling with that, just take it with the 2-note transition, kind of like what we did with the D, F, and the E, G. You know, we're just going to do G, D. Okay, and it's a little challenging with that slur there, but same concept. If you can't get the slur, start it with the tongue, then remove the tongue. All right, let's go ahead and do this again without the metronome, a little bit faster. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Excellent job. Let's go ahead and do it one more time, a little bit faster. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, excellent job. Make sure you practice this one a pretty decent hunk of time. Is the E flat major studies is going to be used a good hunk of time, and these are great patterns for us, for our fingers to really get down. It'll make other music so much easier. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, please let me know down in the comments. While you're down there, don't forget to hit like, notify, and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and until next time.